Hey Bags, it's Jade today giving you lowdown on Hytale and more new info. You must have heard about Hytale coming back from the dead right now. YouTube is awash with old activated Minecraft channels suddenly coming out the woodwork, and of course all the Hytale ones that were building up a lot of hype for this game before it kind of just went wrong. They ended up taking a long time to keep developing it. It was first announced back in 2018, and then suddenly out of nowhere, Riot Games announced they would be closing the project. They shut down the studio, let go of all the staff, and that was it, a dead game. But alas, the person that sold the company to Riot Games, one of the original creators of the Hypixel servers of Minecraft and the owner of Hytale, brought it back. He's assembled 50 of the old dev team, and they're doing their best to bring it to the masses extremely soon. Like we're hearing in the next couple of weeks, Hytale will be playable for players. Anyway, that's the TLD. You guys might not see much info from me here, but I did do this kind of info video on my older channel. And I realised that what am I doing? Like, I know I concentrate on Grounded and maybe a bit of Core Keeper and a few other games, but this is exactly the type of game I think you guys are going to enjoy. Obviously, if you like Minecraft and if you like survival crafting games like Grounded, then yeah, I can't see why you wouldn't be interested in this. The only downside is it's not going to be launching on console anytime soon. I'm sure it'll be in early access on PC only for a good while, but I do have plans to bring it to Xbox and PlayStation in the future. So what's new today? Well, today they have released 2 videos and a dev blog talking about the creative side of Hytale. It's going to launch with 3 modes: Adventure Mode, Exploration Mode and Creative. I'll talk about the other 2 in a minute, but this is the new one. This is shown off by one of the devs that's in charge of basically the creative functions, and it acts much more like an editor. Now, a fair few games like these have these built into the game, but you think about Minecraft, you have to use different software or mods to basically customize and make your own maps in this kind of format where you're just painting on stuff. So to see like a 2025 version of Minecraft with these kinds of features, this is what I'm excited about. This is what could elevate Hytale from being just another Minecraft clone to actually being something that could really give it a good run for its money and hopefully stimulate even more development for Minecraft and keep making its own game great. And in the long distance, if it does come to console, when it does, then hopefully these features will be baked in and it should be able to handle it. Like I said, lots of games, even on console now, have these kind of inbuilt editors. Just maybe Minecraft is a bit too old to try shoehorning in anything like that. So, on show, bunch of features. You can paint the topography, you can paint all sorts of different blocks, add in mountains, castles, towers and more. I have actually sped this up, as you could probably tell. But truly, it's crazy what you're seeing here. This would be something you can do just straight baked into the game. Now, the devs have said they are going to have a much more relaxed creative mode in future, something you're more used to from playing Minecraft, where you can spawn in lots of mobs, all the blocks, go ahead and build something more traditional. But for this one, it's definitely for real map creators and maybe mod creators as well. And that's another feature. They really want the modding scene to take off within Hytale itself. You're not, again, going to be downloading too much more in terms of other software. You should be able to create all sorts of mods within the game eventually. So being able to copy and paste your base or just all sorts of structures that you might build and then go ahead and put it into a brand new map. That sounds really cool to me, even if it is like a creative adventure map. I used to love this stuff back in the day on Minecraft. That's why I'm seriously thinking of becoming a Hytale channel now that Grounded is a little bit slow on stuff. But don't panic, I'll be back for Grounded, but I'm sure going to give this a bit of attention over the next few weeks. And yes, I did say 2 videos. They got another one with a nice time lapse of a castle being built by lots of players. And again, you can still use that traditional sort of creative mode just to build stuff, but you're seeing it really with being able to change the terrain in big ways around it as well. These tools, these features really can make this game something unique and different, as opposed to just being, you know, a brand sort of newer version of Minecraft. Although, let's face it, I think a lot of you guys would like that. Minecraft can run just a little bit off now. It's got so much in it, chugging away on an old engine. That said, Hytale's engine isn't maybe that new either. It's actually running on a previous build from 4 years ago. I'm not too sure really the whole deep stuff behind it, but from what I can gather, Simon Hypixel, the guy that sold it to Riot Games and bought it back, has said that this was the vision they really wanted Hytale to be. Riot came in, maybe gave them lots of pointers or try and get them to steer it in a new direction somehow. I can only guess, making it more easier to just MTX the shit out of it. So for that reason, they've gone back, and this is the stuff they've drawn on. Like I said, they've got some of the development team back to help work on it. And yeah, it's going to be in early access really soon. I've got one issue with that though. I have now found out that it's not going to be launching on Steam straight away. It does look like this is going to be just on their own launcher, and that can cause problems down the way. You might have heard about Escape from Tarkov finally launching on Steam this year. That was on its own launcher for years, and people were upset they couldn't actually just go ahead and transfer all of their base game or stuff over to the new one. That might be a problem they have to deal with, especially as they're selling a bunch of different versions. Quite frankly, the more expensive versions might not really be worth it unless you're a true die-hard fan of these types of games, as they're offering just lots more cosmetics. So the base version's $20, I think the second one's going to be about $35, $40, and the third version's like $60 or $70. Anywho, for $20 though, I'm definitely going to be giving this a shot, even though the lead developer has said that actually the game's not that good. I've been going over a bunch of tweets, which I won't show you because it's all boring, just text, but essentially boiling it down, they've said they've had to rescue all sorts of different versions from various different builds to put it all together to come up with something. The exploration mode is going to have mobs to go and fight. You may find some small points of interest and obviously lots of things that you can just go and gather and harvest, but it's not going to have much more than that. They've literally said it's just not good yet, but with your help and early access, they're going to make it better. The adventure mode is going to be a bit more tailored, and that will be the full story mode, and then I think it will get revamped down the way somehow. But for now, it might have just a really simple quest line for the moment when it launches, or maybe, yeah, that's going to be something they're going to develop over time. But even the combat they've shown looks pretty good. There may be a bit of enemy aggression needs to be tuned, and the way that you can knock them back needs a bit of work. And yeah, the variety of them, there's a lot of focus on the skeletons, I guess, being the main mobs. But it does look like there's actually a lot more than I've given it maybe credit for, seeing some of the other screenshots and stuff. So this is the other reason that it's really going to elevate itself above Minecraft, in my opinion, is the RPG more mechanics and combat flow. Definitely looks a lot more, I would say, slicker, faster, and just more involved. All the animations, all the special moves, the SFX on it a lot. It really does feel like I'm looking at Minecraft 2. And the plan is for it to really be its own thing though. They do want to focus on adventure modes and story and RPG mechanics layered into it, like a good, more traditional fantasy game. And in that respect, it's probably a little bit more like Skyrim. So I'm getting more hyped. I've been umming and ahhing about what to do. Do I cover this on my main older channel where I cover mostly new survival games or updates to big ones? But the whole point of JPG Crafted was to basically play survival games that were a bit more family friendly, and in turn me try and be a bit family friendly, although I do swear still occasionally. Mainly because I was going from games like The Forest or DayZ or just more maybe gory adult games to then showing off, yeah, games like Grounded. Stopped making grounded content on the main and started adding it on this new one, and it's been more successful than the main over the last few years. But with Grounded 2 obviously having slower time between updates, and the fact that I've always covered other games like Core Keeper, Lego Fortnite, Power World and more, I still feel like this might be the place. The only sad part is the fact that it's not going to be on console launch, and I know so many of you regular fans, if you're watching this right now, you are indeed a console player. Yeah, I'm going to give it a shot. There's going to be a lot of competition. There's going to be some great creators coming back to the scene, maybe. Some of your old Minecraft YouTubers that have died. Well, maybe not died, but their channels certainly have. Hytale has got the potential. It all just depends on how much work they can get done during early access. Are they going to have enough buyers without launching it on Steam first? And is there going to keep being enough new features or refined features to make it worth playing instead of just Minecraft modded, or sadly on consoles a lot of the store packs? So any new news, or I'll be revisiting this over the next few days, you can hear it from me, so make sure you subscribe. If you're not to this channel, I cover games like this. In the future, games like Under a Rock, big Core Keeper updates coming in future, maybe even return to Power World with its 1.0. So yeah, consider subscribing. And my Grounded fans, don't panic, don't worry, I'll be back with the Grounded 2 news for sure, guides and gameplay once we actually get some new content. Until next time, ratbags, laters.